Hi everyone. Today we're going to go over the section 1.7 problems. This might actually require 2 videos. But first I want to start with a quick explanation for how you should look at something like this. So when I say the absolute value of x is equal to a, the first thing you want to do is rewrite that into 2 equations, x equals a and x equals negative a. Now, on a number line, this is x, and the solutions are a units away from x, if that makes any sense. Now, if I have an equation in the format the absolute value of x minus h equals a, that means I take this, x minus h equal to a, and x minus h equals negative a. You can always do these problems algebraically, so solve these 2 equations. Add h to both sides. So one of the solutions is going to be x equals h plus a. Here's the other equation. Add h to both sides. The other solution will be x equals h minus a. Now, how do you graph that? Well, the first thing you do is solve this. X minus h equals 0, x equals h. So you draw that on a number line. Then the 2 solutions are going to be a units to the right, h plus a units to the left, h minus a. So each one of the problems below is going to show you both an algebraic and a graphical solution. So let's get started. So here's your equation, absolute value of x plus 6 equals 12. So rewrite this as 2 separate equations, the first being equal to 12 and the second being equal to negative 12. Now solve. So to solve this, first one, subtract 6 from both sides. 12 minus 6 is 6. To solve the second one, subtract 6 from both sides. Negative 12 minus negative 6 is negative 18. So like I told you before, you can do this graphically as well. You solve this part, find the value of x. Here it is. The solutions are 12 units away. 12 units to the right is adding 12 would give you 6. Subtracting 12 would give you a solution 12 units to the left at negative 18. So those agree with the solutions we did algebraically. Here's another equation. The absolute value of x plus 8 minus 6 equals 2. So this one's a little bit trickier. Before you can actually solve this, you need to move this constant term to the other side. So to do that, you want to add 6 to both sides. So that becomes the absolute value of x plus 8 equals 8. Then you proceed as you would, like you did above. There are 2 problems that you're going to solve. The first one equal to 8, the second one equal to negative 8. And you see that I've listed them here. Get x by itself by subtracting 8 from both sides. So the solutions are x equals 0, x equals negative 16. Now, the next problem is the same, similar. You have to get this constant term to the other side since it's being added to your absolute value term. So we subtract 3 from both sides. Here's the equation we're solving. X minus 1 will either equal 3 or negative 3. So set up those 2 equations and solve them. So adding 1 to both sides, it's either going to be 4 or negative 2. And graphically solve this. X equals 1, 3 units to the right and 3 units to the left. And again, those equations agree. These 2 I think are pretty straightforward. X has got to be 14 or negative 14, 1 or negative 1. The last one's trickier. So it's only trickier because it's not an x minus or an x plus. It's 13 minus x. So proceed as normal. It's either going to equal 7 or negative 7. So set up your 2 equations. But this is where it gets tricky. First, you're going to bring x to the other side. So add x to both sides because we need to get x by itself. So on the left, you have 13 equals 7 plus x. Subtract 7 from both sides, so x could equal 6. Over here, once we get x to the other side, we can add 7 to both sides to get rid of it on the right, and x could equal 20. All right, so if you have any other questions, let me know. I recommend for this last one, I've given you some graphical examples.